Listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Never stop thinking about you. Found myself wishing you were there, just to be with me.
A little bit of Elvis at 10:12 and a little bit of the Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois with the CEO, Loretta Graham. How are we doing this morning?
Yes, I'm doing great, CJ, and thank you so much for inviting the Girl Scouts to be on a part of the show today.
Well, as I previewed it yesterday, given our little promo video for the show, I mean, we all know somebody or are a part of the organization to begin with, and I just think what you guys do is so phenomenal to really empower, young women and really inspire to lead on to greater things in life. And with your position as CEO, how long have you been in that?
I've been in this position, I've been in Girl Scouting for more than 15 years, but in this particular position, I've been here for 5 years. Came here in 2018, and there's something about Illinois. I previously worked in Girl Scouting in North Dakota. Spent 26 years there, and then went to, and they say, North Dakota is the home where the buffalo roam. People love North Dakota. And then I went to South Carolina for a while, and which is my birthplace, and stayed there for a while. And there's nothing more finer than to be in Carolina. But CJ, oh, the joy of Illinois.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So I've told people this all the time because, I do pro wrestling. I've been able to travel in my life and do sports, and everywhere I've gone, it's like, there's just something about Illinois.
Oh, the joy of Illinois. Just wonderful people, nice, beautiful place, beautiful land. The land of Lincoln is beautiful.
I'm telling you what. And then on top of that, in your role in your career, when you're changing locations, is it a tough transition with, going from a North Dakota back to a South Carolina, back to, an Illinois?
Well, there is definitely different cultures.
Good answer.
But when in North Dakota, there was I worked with a lot of Native Americans there, a lot of people from Norway and different places.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Nothing like the Peace Gardens, and then of course South Carolina, beautiful South Carolina,
Oh,
beautiful
you can't
South
beat
Carolina.
it.
Such a great part of American history, as well as Illinois.
It's true.
Yeah.
And with that being said, RiverBender, because I'm not a part of the news team. Because they don't trust me with right news. I just talk about the news, and I'm sitting there and just seeing all the great volunteers in Southern Illinois for the Girl Scouts really stepping up this. They always do, but it seems like there's so much great, media and great, articles written about some of these volunteer efforts, and you got to be impressed with that.
I am so impressed with our volunteers. We could not do what we do without our volunteers. They are not only volunteers that donate to this organization,
right?
They invest in this organization. And when I say invest, I do mean invest. Without them, we wouldn't even be here. You and I wouldn't be talking this morning.
No, you're right.
They are investing in our future and in our world by investing in our girls.
And see, that's, to me, that's the biggest price tag you can have. That's invaluable. Because to be able to really inspire that young girl, that next generation of American history, that's why I always tell people,
Right.
you're investing in the future in everything you do.
Absolutely.
And
They're investing in their time, and which in today's world, as well as I know, CJ, that's people are really wanting people's time.
You're right.
And
more than anything now.
yes. Whether we look at it as giving back or paying it forward, we can look at it any way we want to. They invest in these girls any and every way they can because they do it because they want to see a better tomorrow.
And now, in your experience, this is a kind of a question that has two parts, but we'll start off with this. Whenever you're starting, do you have a lot of volunteers that were Girl Scouts prior, or do you have a mix of individuals that were always a part of the organization and ones that are just joining?
Well, let me just specifically talk about the volunteers we have
please do.
right here in Southern Illinois. First of all, our council served 40 counties. 40 counties. So almost half the state,
Wow.
but a lot of these counties are rural counties, and we border 3 states: Indiana, Missouri, and Kentucky. And the best area that we have, the most populated area, is the metro area.
Really?
Everything else is rural. So we definitely could not do what we do without our volunteers. And with those volunteers, we have about over 6,000 or 7,000 girls that these volunteers work with. And in addition to the girls, we have close to 3,000 volunteers that work hand in hand with these girls. And the good part about Southern Illinois is we're not slowing down. Our membership has increased 9% over the past year.
Well, and when you say 9%, we're talking by numbers in the thousands. So 9% is huge.
Yes.
Yes. That's incredible. What do you attest that to?
I attest it to our Girl Scout program.
Yep.
Families, 80%, 91% of caregivers say that Girl Scouts is welcoming to families of all kinds.
Yeah.
Of all kinds.
Yeah.
83% of families say that Girl Scouting connects them to a bigger community. Girl Scouting. And I say that because as our mission is that of Southern Illinois has been championed. We've been champion girls as they discover themselves.
Mm-hmm. You're right. And to me, especially in this day and age, Loretta, with social media, with all of these, external factors of, you see a quote unquote influencer, and I don't want to get on my soapbox today, but I'm really tired of that word. What the Girl Scouts do is vital because you're instilling not just, the skills, the STEM, all of the critical thinking components that make a successful individual. You're instilling the confidence early on that it's okay to try new things, meet new people, branch out, and be a part of everything in the community, and that's invaluable.
And CJ, people know us best by our iconic cookies, right?
So let's paint the picture a little bit. Picture this, Sophia, like the Golden Girls. I get a phone call. We were doing the news, and I go, I'm gonna call this number back. Well, I forgot to tell Loretta where to get to the studio at, so I felt really bad, and then I felt worse when I saw these delicious cookies in front of me. And with that being said, I have a question about this because with the cookies, that's just the primary funding for a lot of the programs, correct? How does that work?
Absolutely, okay. Absolutely. Cookies is the primary, and just 100% of the cookies that these girls goes back to them in some way, fashion, or form. Mm-hmm. Goes back directly to the girls, and but again, we are known for our cookies. Yeah, but I'm here to do it. And people think about Girl Scouts, they say cookies, camp, and crafts. They got it. That's Girl Scouting. Well, there's more. There's 3 other C's that I want to talk about, and that is building girls of courage, confidence, and character, like you just talked about. That's going to make our world a better place. And with these girls, some of the projects that they've done in these communities, they're not only going to lead our world, but they're going to change it. Yep.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
They're going to change our world.
And with that, in your experience in your role, have you been able to kind of watch a local group, or maybe just local individuals come out of their shell and really thrive with some of these community programs and engagements that you guys are doing?
Absolutely. One of the communities that we have one of our programs in is right here in Alton, and as well as other areas. And we focus on healthy self-image. We focus on life skills. We focus on those social skills. We promote healthy behaviors and positive relationships and financial literacy. You don't find that even in school these days. You don't find that.
Not at
So
all.
these are the things that we focus on in addition to science, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math.
And now, in your opinion and in your role, because the Girl Scouts have always evolved. I think that's what's been tried and true, is that there's always an evolutionary aspect of the Girl Scouts, and how can we make this for the next generation of young women? And in your position with the Girl Scouts over the 15 years, how have you seen those changes come about?
Well, I will tell you that, Girl Scouts has a tradition, and we move at the speed of the girl. We move at the speed of the girl. And when I say we move at the speed of the girl, when Juliet Gordon-Low started the organization way back in 1912, she said, I've got something for the ladies of Savannah. And then she said, in all of America. And then she says, in all the world. And it's going to start tonight. She started that first Girl Scout troop back in 1912 with just 18 girls.
That's incredible.
She never would have dreamed. She never would have dreamed that we would be 1.8 million girls strong right now.
No way. I mean, no one could have. And I mean, it shows, though, that mission you guys are continuing today because the same passion, the same grit, determination, you guys have to show each and every day to keep propelling and growing that 1.8 to 2.6, you know?
Right. And so when she started the organization way back in 1912, you think women only stayed in the house and cooked and cleaned, and they had kids. And Juliet Gordon Lowe said, we can do so much more.
Yeah.
And she took girls out and they learned how to hike and they learned how to horseback ride. And she taught them how to go camping and so many things. So she was ahead of her time at that time. And still the Girl Scouts is moving at the speed of these girls. If the girls are saying, hey, I'd like to be an astronaut, we're focusing on that. We're moving at the speed of the girl.
I just love it. I really love it. And, over this, 7 months now into 2023, has there been something that you saw that you'd like to highlight for us?
Oh, absolutely. This past year, we started our resident camp. We've been going to resident camps at other places, and I said to the volunteers, no one does it better than Girl Scouts. We need to have our own resident camp.
Yep.
And to see those girls thrive at camp and to see the STEM activities that we do. Phillips 66 come out and do a camp with us.
Yep.
And the girls just thrive in working with Phillips 66. So many things have happened this summer. Actually, I'm going to leave here and go to camp.
Oh, that sounds fun. I'll go.
to see the girls at camp. So there's a lot of things. But there's one thing I would like to bring up today, and that is our gala. We call it our United We Lead Gala. And we believe the word, I actually brought this gala to the council. Mm-hmm. And I use the word United We Lead because we believe that Girl Scouting is going to unite America and lead the way. Because if you look at our elected officials, female elected officials, our female astronauts, these were all Girl Scouts. Our success speaks for itself.
You're right.
Speaks for itself.
You're absolutely right.
So our United We Lead Gala is going to be at the Gateway Center in Collinsville.
Great location.
And it's going to be September the 9th. We invite everyone who would love to come. Please come. It's going to be a great time.
I got cookies. I got a phone call. I got breaking news to tell you about. You have just hooked me up today, Loretta. I'm loving this. Well, and before I leave, let you go here because you got to get to camp and you're busy.
Oh, that's okay.
Thank you so much for your time, seriously, because to lead an organization as big as the Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois and to give us some of your time here in Alton, I really mean that. We appreciate it.
Well, we thank you very much.
With that being said, there's so many aspects of your job, I'm sure, in your role as Chief Executive Officer. What is the one that you love the most that you wouldn't have thought would have been your favorite?
Well, I guess that's a very easy answer, and that is being able to watch the mission moment when I go out to camp.
Yeah.
I go into the office and I do whatever I need to do. We have a board of directors and we do whatever we have to do to watch those girls at camp and to see the mission in action.
Without a doubt. And that's what I think would be just beautiful to watch.
Yes.
And to see these minds coming to life and exploding with creativity and new ideas. And honestly, I just can't thank you enough for all that you guys do for our youth, and especially in Southern Illinois, because you guys have a great organization that's well-oiled and going to keep growing, I'm sure.
Thank you so much.
For more information on how you can be a part of the organization, a volunteer, maybe it's time to look into getting the little one a part of the Girl Scouts, you can go to gsofsi.org. That is gsofsi.org today, and start your journey to leading the next generation. Loretta Graham, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me, CJ.
It's 10:27 on the 7th day of July. Coming up next, the one, the only, safe food specialist, Linda Pedersen. It's time for Food for Thought. You won't want to miss this one coming up on our daily show.